is accelerating the need for us to really dive into critical thinking skills. Um, what I mean by that is I think AI accelerates the visible, tangible stuff, but really what's going to show up for us is the way that we think about things. That's the uniqueness that we bring, that's the fingerprint that we bring, that's our perspectives, our world experiences. And AI is constantly mining from what's already been created versus also catching those kind of the what I call the third dimension of connectivity that is present as human beings are interacting with each other. So we differentiate ourselves by the way that we think. So traditionally, when we think about AI, or what I've been seeing show up is this just kind of this manufactured urgency. You got to do more, better, faster, and AI is going to deliver faster. But it doesn't mean that AI is going to be able to deliver better. So that it's going to create that quantity and it's going to create that speed. But we're starting to see it now with people calling it slop and that type of stuff. It really is our ability to go through and find the information that is the most useful, the most relevant, as well as what does it mean to improve upon that. And usually those improvements haven't been done yet. There's going to be a situation where everyone has the same tools everywhere. Everyone's going to have access to AI. And so that's a little bit of a level playing field. What is going to set us up for that? I don't even know if it's the competitive edge, but really that edge of contribution. And I get the reason I say I'm against that competitive edge is once again I think it speaks to this. There's this finite amount of opportunity out there, and I don't think that's the case. I think there's a lot of expansiveness to the opportunity that's out there. I think it'll look different than what we're experiencing now. I'm going to double down on it's your unique thinking that really sets this up as a differentiator. So what's beautiful about that is I always like to reference just like you have a unique fingerprint than anybody else. It doesn't make you better than anybody else, but it does make you different. That uniqueness really shows up in the fingerprint of how you think, how you see the world, how you experience things. And so the more that we can dive into that, the better. As I mentioned before, AI is speeding up the tangible. So the reports, the summaries, the drafts, what I call kind of the 80% of the clay to get on the slab to start making a sculpture. The AI is going to be able to pull that together. That's where the efficiency comes from. But the art of creating an actual sculpture, that's where we come in. And then, so what I like to label that as is our enduring human skills. So, how do we get those to rise up? Those are the thinking skills, the way that for decades, honestly, the way that we think and saw things, half the time we were told, just, go do the thing, get it done, and we don't need to hear your opinion. I think that's going to change. And I think that could be a welcome change if we're comfortable with what our viewpoints and recommendations are and have those muscles and shapes. So, that's what today is about.